Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Cheesy Crafts. Today I have a really cool, well, in my opinion, a really cool project that I think can help you take even further your stamps. So it's like, what else can you do with your stamps? And so I thought that this idea was super amazing, but maybe I'm just tooting my own horn, so you be the judge after this video is complete. So I'm going to be using deep red, and I actually have two stamp sets, although this one's upside down. I have two stamp sets for them, only because I'm making embellishments for the swap boxes that I'm doing for Christmas. So I have these deep red, it's called Snowman collection, and I'm just gonna set them out here because I'm gonna stamp them, and then from here I am going to do Santa, the stamp of approval, I think, for now. I mean, you could use any of these other stamps if you want. I just feel like the more detailed it is, like the longer it'll take you. And I'm kind of just showing you like, okay, this is my idea. I don't know if you guys will like it. So I'm going to be bringing over my black ink from Stampin' Up. And I just took a scrap of paper and I'm going to be using that to stamp all the images. And I'm just gonna kind of do this quickly. Oops. Let's see if I get a good. You want to have a good image because we're going to be tracing the images. So like I said, I'm almost done doing the finishing off. I did want to include at least 2 to 3 embellishments that I created on my own in the swap boxes, and so I was just sitting there like thinking, what else can I do, you know, using my Christmas stamps, because come on, it's like the favorite time of year as far as crafting goes. Like there's so much that you could do. Is kind of fun, obviously. So I was just sitting there thinking like, okay, what else can I do? I've already stamped a few of you. Remember those snowmen or the Christmas little tickets that I had also from Deep Red? I'm telling you guys, I love this company. And I was like, okay, I've already stamped images and cut them out and made like little ephemera. What else can I do? So I decided to combine this with the technique, I think it's called Permagenio. You guys, you know my Spanglish, right? It's like all over the place. So please forgive me. So here are all the images that I'm gonna be using for now. This is called the technique, you guys, but I don't know how to pronounce the name of it, but it basically entails grabbing a sheet of Vellum paper and a white ink pen. It's just a gel pen, and you're going to trace the image that you want. So let's do this little guy. Now to help me, I have a little bit of this painter's tape that I'm just going to kind of place so that it helps me hold everything steady in case I wanted to move it around or for it not to move. And I'm gonna take my gel pen and make sure it's working, because this one's so patchy, like my ink. So just kind of trace the image. And you don't want to trace all the details. You don't have to. You could just do the outline of the stamp. It's up to you. So every once in a while you may want to just kind of lift a little see if it's what areas it didn't trace. Like I said, I think I need to go grab a better gel pen, because this one might just be a little like patchy. Maybe all Jink inks are like that, I don't know. Gel inks. Okay, the circles, of course. And then, okay, so now we're going to lift. And can you guys see my little image? Okay, we're going to, I'm gonna keep this out here for reference, and I'm gonna be bringing over this is like a rubber embossing pad, or it's made out of silicone, and I'm going to flip my image over. And then I'm gonna be bringing, they actually have a tool for this. I'm telling you guys, this is like a technique that I recently learned, and they do have kits for this, but I didn't want to go spend the money to actually buy the kit. So this is just a regular Bic VIC pen, and I removed the actual ink, and then I had to like literally, because there's still gonna be a little bit of ink remaining in here. So what I did is I just went like, look, see, there's still some ink in there, and you're trying not to get ink in there, but if you do, it's okay. It's just, see, like a little bit remaining of ink that is still in here. So I'm like slowly trying to use it up. So now what you want to do is you want to shade your image. So you're going to press down in the areas where you want it to be really dark, and just follow that and see how it creates that puffiness on his hat. And I like to look at the shading that the stamp already came with, just so that it kind of helps me, because you guys know I have a problem with shading. I'm not always very good at it. So I'm just gonna go there, follow the stamp as best as you can using a template if you want, and follow the shading, or if you want to do your own, it's up to you. Like I said, I use this as a reference just so that it could help me, but all you're doing is pressing lightly. If you do it so hard, you're going to get it's gonna cut through the Vellum, so just kind of be careful about that. We're gonna make the little ruffles on the scarf. And let's see, where else do we wanna shade inside there? Underneath his chin maybe. And then if you're just flip it back and continue to see what you like, what you don't like. You see how here it's like super dark, and you want to make it like expanded, then just go lightly. Just press slightly further into that area. And then of course we want the snow on the ground, so I'm gonna press a little harder on the edge, and then I'll go lightly or more lighter as I move down, like so. Turn it over and you see how it gives it like that fake snow. I'm going to be doing the same on the little buttons or his stomach area. Maybe a little bit more. I want to do something on his face right here. A little better job on the eyes, so I'm gonna do the eyebrow, go over the eyebrows again and the eyes, and then his nose. You could go over the entire image if you want, and it's super easy, right? And like I said, this is just another way that you could use your stamps and just get a good use of them. Push them a little bit further, and you're making like one of a kind. Well, not really one of a kind, because obviously a lot of people have the stamp set, but you're getting these for, well, in my case, I'm doing them for the embellishment boxes. So isn't that so cute? And then you could just cut it, of course, trim around. And I'm gonna do one more just so that you guys could kind of get the idea. Like that. Oh my gosh, I just thought of an idea as I was working on this. Wouldn't it be cool to like fold one of these vellum sheets like in half, almost kind of like what I do with my parchment paper from my traveler's notebook? And I wonder if that would actually work. I don't know if it will work on parchment paper. I guess I could try it, but if it doesn't work on parchment paper, then I could use like a vellum sheet and then fold it into the traveler's notebook and make like an actual scenery doing this technique for my traveler's notebook. That is so, I'm actually gonna do that, you guys. I'm gonna try it. And that's what we have, you guys. Where's my other little snowman? What you guys think? Pretty cool, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. I'm going to sit here and finish up more of these and putting them in my embellishment boxes to add as a giveaway. And it's something that's obviously handmade. And another way that you guys can use your stamps, any stamps. It doesn't necessarily have to be for Christmas, obviously. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon. Have a good one. Bye. I thought I was done filming, and I had actually turned off my camera so that I could continue to just play with these and make these like on the side. But then I was like, wait a minute, what if we were to just stamp with the white ink and see if that works instead of having to trace, right? So I am going to kind of see if this works. Like I said, I just was sitting here at the table thinking like a normal person would do, and I'm hoping that this might work, you guys, instead of having to trace it. Let me see. Now I am probably gonna have to let it dry. So let me stamp a few images. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's right there. Let me try to grab one more. Oh, let's do the detailed ones. The ones that were like, oh, you know? And let's see. I'm super excited because I think this is gonna work. And then you just flip it over and trace your shading parts that you want. So let me clean that, and actually maybe even because of that we're able to use more intricate images. So shall we go for this guy? I mean, it's got a lot. Why not? Yeah, let's just go for it and see how it turns out. Yeah, you're good. You're gonna have to wait for these to dry because I just kind of smushed it accidentally, but I think that it will work. I'm super excited. Okay, I don't know how long I should let them dry, so let me flip it over, and I'm just gonna finish the rest of my vellum paper with fill it up as much as I can with the rest of the images. Okay, pretty much dry. Okay, so now look how cool. This is so cool. I'm super excited, you guys. I think this is the way to go. I definitely think this is better of using. Oh yeah, of using the ink so you don't have to trace. And I mean, if you want to, you could do it the other way, but this is the way to go because you get so much more images so much quicker. Time saver, you know. Okay guys, so here are, and I'm just putting them here so that you guys can see the two different kinds. One of them is being traced and some of them are inked with white ink. Let me see. These three right here at the top are using the white ink, and then these down here are the ones that are traced. And I absolutely loved how they came out. And also, before I go, I wanted to tell you, don't get rid of this, because if you do end up tracing them, then not only do you get the Vellum ephemera or little embellishments, but you could also use these, cut them out, color them or whatever, and put them as well into a card or embellishments or ephemera or whatever. So don't waste these if you do decide to trace them. For me personally, I think I loved the white ink idea because it just saves so much time. So what I'm going to try to do next is I'm going to create a scene for the traveler's notebook that I'm doing for Christmas, and hopefully it comes out super good. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this idea, and we will see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.